Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Cabin Fever once again. Father LeRoy Scheierl here, and good to see you. And I just want to encourage you all to continue to, if these Cabin Fever episodes inspire you or give you something to think about, I encourage you to continue to do so. We'll see how long this goes. I have in front of me here, if you can see that, a monarch butterfly. Can you see that in there? All right, there you go. We're in the end of September, and September is a time when the great migration of the monarch butterfly. And if you ever get a chance, read the life story or the history of the monarch butterfly. They make a journey of some 2,000 miles to central Mexico this time of year, and that's where they spend the winter. Now, there's time for another story, but how they get there, we don't know. First of all, aerodynamically, they don't seem to, have the right mechanics. Secondly, each generation that goes to central Mexico has never been there before. So how do they know where to go? And they congregate there by the millions before they make their migration back north in the springtime. But that's for another story. But I want to talk to you about the beginnings of the monarch butterfly. Most of you know that monarch butterflies need milkweeds for their caterpillars to survive and eat and grow and turn into a chrysalis and eventually hatch and become this beautiful butterfly. And what child, along with the help of their parents or teachers, haven't gone out into the fields and looked for a monarch caterpillar and then put it in a jar similar to this and watch it grow and then eventually make the chrysalis and watch it develop inside and become that butterfly and eventually break that chrysalis open and then their wings spread out and then we release them and watch them fly. One of the things I discovered, and I didn't know this till I was much older, we did this as young kids in our family of 8 growing up, and we watched as that caterpillar grew and developed and made that chrysalis, and we watched that chrysalis each day, and as we could see the butterfly developing inside, and then it began to hatch, break open that chrysalis. And being kids, we were kind of impatient, and it looked like that poor butterfly inside there was struggling, and so we thought, well, let's help that butterfly get out of there. So we were breaking that open for the butterfly itself, and so the butterfly was free inside that jar, and we watched and we waited for those wings to begin to kind of grow and expand out, because when they come out, those wings kind of look like wet rags, and it takes time for that butterfly to pump that blood or their fluids into those wings and expand so they become nice and flat and beautiful, so they can fly. But what happened to us is after we helped that butterfly come out of that chrysalis, and it walked around, and it kind of crawled around with those shriveled up wings, it never was able to pump that fluid into those wings and let those wings expand and become those beautiful wings that you see in butterflies once they hatch. And I always wondered about that. And eventually we let that poor butterfly go, but all he could do was crawl and outside, and he never was able to fly. And I always wondered about that until a couple of years ago I read a story, and apparently, and this is true, that when that caterpillar develops in that butterfly and has its wings, as it breaks open that chrysalis, it has to struggle to open that up. It has to really work hard for that chrysalis to open wide enough for it to come out. But here, this is the important point. If that butterfly is not allowed to struggle inside and really work hard to get out of that chrysalis, when it finally gets out, it doesn't have the power or the strength or stamina to pump that fluid into their wings. Okay? And so that's the mistake we made as children ourselves when I was growing up. We didn't allow that butterfly and give it enough time to struggle to come out of that chrysalis. So it had the strength and stamina to pump that fluid in the wings and become beautiful wings so it was able to fly. So unknowingly, we made a mistake. And of course, we felt bad about that. We didn't know what happened, but now I understand. But think about that in our Christian faith. Jesus constantly talked about the cross and our need to carry the cross, and how through the cross we not only discover him, but we discover life itself, meaning in our lives. We discover who we are. In John's Gospel, chapter 14, I believe, Jesus says, I am the way and the truth and the life. And that really centers around the cross of Jesus himself. Not only the cross Jesus carried, but the cross that we carry as well inside. And Paul, I think it's Galatians chapter 6, says, through the cross I have been crucified to the world and the world to me. Paul discovered new life and knew the importance and the role of the cross and carrying that cross. Because the cross is all about our struggles, all about our burdens. But like this butterfly, we need to go through those things in order to develop and grow those wings, so to speak, so that we're able to fly and discover who we are and who God is and our journey in faith and our purpose and our direction and everything else, and eventually to eternal life. Yeah, the cross is important, and without the cross, we will never gain our wings, just like this little butterfly. Now, obviously, he went through the struggle, and he was able to come out of that chrysalis and pump that fluid into his wings, and was able to, to have some beautiful wings in order to fly. So, the migration of butterfly in September. Think about that if you see a monarch. Remember the struggle they had to go through in order to gain those wings. And that gave them strength not only to develop those wings, but even to fly that 2,000-mile journey south this coming fall in September. Yeah, September is a beautiful time of year. The trees are beginning to turn colors, and we're in the middle of Indian summer. We just had a frost, and everything is changing, and I think it's just a great time of year, and I'm out here just enjoying the day as well. So let's take a look at little butterfly. I'm going to call him, I'm going to call him Butch the Butterfly, all right? We're going to name this guy, and then we're going to take him out and set him free so he can make his journey. So let's see if I can do that without losing him, at least give you a close look at him. If he gets away, that's the way it goes. It was meant to be. So let's see if we can, all right, get him out of here. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, there he is. And you see him? There's Butch the Butterfly. We're going to let him go and hopefully allow him to continue his journey. There he goes. There he is, right over there. All right, with our blessings, we'll see you next spring. Good luck on your journey to Mexico. Anyway, our Christian faith centers around the cross. And one person once said, we can't have Christ without the cross. And it's only through the cross that we discover who Jesus is and who we are, and really grow in that faith of ours, and become the people God meant us to be. So, Father LeRoy Scheierl signing off once again. God bless you. Let's carry that cross. Let's develop those wings. Take care until we meet again.